And that was a welcome message from the Dean of the Graduate School. Next, we will look at the freshman checklist. The course registration period will start from tomorrow, August 24th to 27th. The start of classes is August 30th. Students can apply for their student ID card early September. If you wish to change your course registration, you can do so starting from August 31st to September 7th. Next, we will look at how to enter the graduate school website. You can do so in either of the two ways. You can simply type in graduate.sejong.ac.kr/index2.do, or you can enter through the Korean website, which is the address on the top without the two. If you enter through the Korean website, this is the Korean website. If you click English at the top right corner, you will be taken to the English website. Here, if you click Notice and Announcements, you will be taken to the announcement board. This is the most important site that you have to visit very often, because this is where we tell students all the relevant information and the most important information that are currently ongoing. For example, there are information about today's orientation and registration and how classes are going to take place in the second semester. And as you see here, the titles at first are only in Korean, but if you click each of these posts, there's also an English explanation at the bottom of the post. So even if you don't see an English title, try clicking each of the posts because they will be in English as well. Next is the Graduate School Handbook. You can download a PDF version of this handbook in the link that is also in our announcement board. The former half of the handbook is in Korean and the latter half is in English. And there are information like the academic calendar and everything that we're going to discuss today in further detail. You can also check the department phone numbers. Next, we will look at how to see the academic calendar in the graduate school website. You can also check this in page 44 of your handbook or in the academic calendar menu under academics. Here is the entire academic calendar for the year 2021. And as you see here in the top in red writing, it says the academic calendar may change due to the school's circumstances. So please check the graduate school announcement page frequently. This is mostly due to COVID-19 or other school circumstances, and the events may change slightly, the dates may change slightly, so it is important for students to always proceed with their academic schedules based on the dates that are on the individual posts in the announcement page. So you have to check the announcement page very frequently. Next, we will take a look at the graduate school scholarships. You can check scholarships in the scholarship menu under academics, and there is a full list of scholarships that international students can apply for. You can also check this in page 67 of your handbook. Next, we will briefly talk about everything from admission to graduation, starting with how you can apply for your student ID card. There will be a post on the announcement page sometime during late August to early September. You can apply via a Google form link for international students. And please note that there is an issue fee for applications after the designated period, so please apply within the designated period. There will be an announcement post, something like this. And next we will take a look at courses. As mentioned before, the course registration for this semester will start tomorrow. So for the fall semester, this takes place late August, and for the spring semester, it will take place late February. If you wish to change your course registration, you can do so early March for the spring semester, or late August to early September for the fall semester. The course registration withdrawal period is within 1 month of start of classes. You can register for courses in the Academic Information System, or in other words, the Sejong portal. This is the portal site. You can log into your portal by typing in your ID, which is your student ID number, and the default password is your 8-digit birth date. So your year for 4 dates and your two digits for your month and 2 digits for your date. You can register for your courses in the course enrollment menu found under class, grade, and course registration. There is currently a post on the announcement board in English for you to refer to. Next are the number of credits per program for course completion. For the master's program, you need to acquire 24 credits. For the doctoral program, 36 credits. And for the combined master's doctoral program, you need 45 credits. And as an exception, students in the Department of Film Art need 36 credits for course completion. Next are the number of credits, the minimum number and the maximum number that you can apply for each semester. So for all 3 programs, you need to apply for a minimum of 6 credits. For the master's program, you can apply up to 9 credits. And for the doctoral program, you can apply up to 12 credits. And for the combined master's doctoral program, you can apply up to 9 credits maximum. And again, as an exception, students in the Department of Film Art may apply for an extra 3 credits with the approval of the graduate school dean. And here where it says you need to apply for a minimum of 6 credits, this does not apply to students who have less than 6 credits left. Next, we will look at prerequisite courses. You need to check if you have any prerequisite courses assigned, because if you do not take any prerequisite courses that have been assigned to you, you cannot complete your course. So please check with your department office whether you have any prerequisite courses assigned. And another thing about courses is that it is allowed for you to take courses from another department, program, grad school, or undergrad school. But with taking undergrad courses, this is only allowed for master's and combined master's doctoral students. And even with these students, you can only apply for 3 credits per semester, up to 6 credits in total, within the first 4 semesters. Next is the course registration withdrawal period. For this semester, you can withdraw your course until September 24th. Please note that you must have 3 credits or more left after withdrawing any courses. And within this period, you cannot replace or change any courses. If you wish to retake a course, you can do so for only courses with a grade of C+ or below. The first grade will be deleted and replaced with the second grade. You can apply for retaking a course by submitting the course retake application form to the graduate school office during the course registration period. Next is the course evaluation period. This takes place during the last month of the semester in December for the semester. And the course evaluation is very important because only students who have completed the course evaluation may view their final term grade. And you cannot change the answers to the course evaluation once you have pressed submit. So please remember to double check your answers before you submit your course evaluation. Next, we will look at the foreign language exam and a comprehensive exam. You can apply for your foreign language exam starting from September 6th. In order to pass the foreign language exam, you need to submit an application form and documentary proof that meet the qualification conditions. You can refer to page 57 of your handbook for details on the exact qualification conditions. Next is the comprehensive exam. The comprehensive exam dates and locations are announced by each department office, so you can ask your department for the exact details. And with the comprehensive exam, there are a certain number of semesters that students need to have enrolled for or acquired a certain number of credits and have a GPA of B0 or above in order to apply. So students need to meet these conditions in order to apply for the comprehensive exam. And for the exact conditions for each program, please refer to page 59 of your handbook. Next, we will look at the thesis. Usually students submit their thesis in their fourth semester, so we will only briefly discuss details about the thesis. So in order to submit the thesis, there are certain conditions you have to meet. The first one is that students should have earned or should be scheduled to earn all the credits needed to complete each degree program by the end of the semester. Students also have to pass or have to be scheduled to pass the foreign language exam by the end of the semester. Students need to have also passed their comprehensive exam and also taken all their prerequisite courses. And students also have to have met any other requirements specified in the department regulation. If you meet all these criteria, then you are eligible to submit your thesis. Next is the thesis deliberation schedule. For this semester, the thesis deliberation schedule will start early November until early January of next year. So the thesis deliberation schedule can be divided into 4 wide categories, and there are various forms and fees that need to be paid for each schedule. So please refer to the announcement board for details. You can also check this in more detail in page 63 of your handbook. Next, we will look at the term of study, enrollment, and graduation. The term of study refers to the minimum number of mandatory semesters that students need to register for, regardless of whether they are registering for courses or not. The term of enrollment refers to the maximum period allowed for course completion. So if students fail to acquire all the credits for course completion within the term of enrollment, they may be expelled according to graduate school regulations. And last, we have term of graduation. This is the maximum period allowed for students to receive their degree. Students who cannot receive their degree within the term of graduation will become permanent completion students. These are the term of study, enrollment, and graduation per program. So for example, if you are a master's student, you need to enroll for 2 years or 4 semesters, regardless of whether you are taking any courses or not. And you need to graduate or get your thesis finally approved within 6 years from admission. Last, we will look at course completion and commencement. There are requirements for course completion, like below. Students need to have registered for the number of semesters in their term of study. As we just checked previously, this is the number of mandatory semesters you need to register for, and students need to have acquired all the credits toward completing their program. Students need a GPA of 3.0 or above, and students need to have taken all prerequisite courses if assigned. If you meet all these 4 criteria, you are eligible for course completion. Please note that students who have completed their course must pay a research registration fee for each semester until they receive their degree. If you are not planning on taking the foreign language exam, comprehensive exam, or writing your thesis, make sure to apply for semester leave after course completion, or else your research registration fee may accumulate. Next are the requirements for receiving a degree. Students need to have completed their course and passed their foreign language exam and comprehensive exam. They need to have submitted their thesis and passed deliberation, and they need to have their thesis approved. If you meet these 4 conditions, you are eligible for receiving a degree. Last but not least, we will take a look at the graduate school website and our SNS account. As mentioned toward the beginning of the presentation, this is the announcements page, which is the most important page that students need to check frequently. As mentioned before, the posts marked as top are the currently and ongoing information that you need to check that are relevant. And even though the titles are in Korean, if you click each of the posts, there will be information in English as well. So please remember that. Next is our Instagram account at Sejong_grad. And you can also check each of the posts. They are also in English. So if you click each of the posts, there will be one in Korean. And if you slide it, there will be one in English. And this is the end of the orientation for freshman students. And if you have any questions about today's orientation, please submit them in the Q&A board. And this is an instruction how you can leave a post. This is the address for the Q&A board that is only in the Korean website. So if you enter this address on your browser, you have to click login at the top right of the page. And once you click login, there will be a 글쓰기 icon, which means write. And then once you go to the writing page, you can write your title next to 제목, which is title. Write your question in the blank space below and click 저장, which is save. If you submit your questions in the Q&A board, we will respond to your questions as fast as we can. So this concludes the orientation for today. Thank you for joining us.